Hey, I'm ElusiveKev. Welcome back to MotoGP 20 has in free practice. Bastianini only riding into under a 2-minute free. Half a second ahead of Tan Bezzecchi and Marini. And then we've got Schrotter, Baldassari, Stone in set for second back though. Top speed up ahead of Della Porta, Luthi, Navarro, Canet, Gardner, Kazma, Lowe's and Martin. As right at the back is Raffin this time, one of the stars from last race. So in qualifying 2, we also have Fernandez, Andy, Sorin and Vergey battling for pole. So here goes Stone for pole. It'll be tough to get it though. If he just gets the target of a third row start, that'd be pretty good, judging by the pace round here. And a different circle on a motorbike compared to a car here, Silverstone. Just like the Red Bull Ring last time out. For instance here, Maggots and Beckett's not as flat out. The 2 wheels compared to 4. Bit slow out of Beckett's through Chapel onto the hanger straight. So in the first set to Stone's alright. Second it's okay, third it's not. Fourth it's okay again. As we go into Stowe. It's only because there are some weird lines taken by the opponents as well, like in this section in particular. Well, they took a very narrow line at first, I have no idea why. See, that changes for the race. That was one of the problems in practice with having traffic on a lap sometimes. You're just not going to take the best lap. Best line, but no real offline round here in Silverstone. That's why how wide the circuit is. You go offline a touch, you're losing lots of time, particularly in this section. Stone not as good. The old Sir bits through that. Not great for entry onto the Wellington straight either. That's now the final section. We're joining the old circuit. Through Brooklands and Luffold. Should see some good passing in it. Mr. Stone got held up on his fastest lap in practice. Otherwise, he could have been at least quarter of a second quicker. And annoyingly, the rider held up Stone was going into the pits anyway. As there we go, 2:02.9. Shit, I could have gone almost a second quicker. Where did that come from? As he's 3/4 of a second faster than Luthi and Baldassari rounding out the front row. We've got Schrotter, there, Borta and Kazma. Fresh off a podium, full of confidence is the Malaysian ahead of Canet, Gardner and Bastianini. Then we've got Navarro round out the top 10 of Fernandez and Andy. Then it's Marini, Lowe's on home turf ahead of Vergey. They've got Sorin, Martin and Bezzecchi. Tyres round here could be a tricky choice. It's been between soft and medium all weekend long, but the softs seem to degrade rather quickly. It might be a case of actually going medium in the race. Even though we're slightly into the soft range, just safe choice going medium. Definitely need a bit of fuel in, maybe not all 8.5. About 7.5 will do. With quite a few long straights round it. Okay, that's a view. As soft medium for Luthi, soft for Schrotter. Dynavolt gambling. With the softer combos, but medium seems to be where they go. Medium hard for Vergey, medium soft for those. God, that rear tyre could be shredded by the end of the race. Medium soft for Garza, soft medium for Nakashima, medium soft for Bent Snyder. This is not medium the way to go. Soft medium for Dixon, looking to score some home points. Soft medium for Mears and Roberts. As here goes Stone then, revving up as we get underway. The 6 laps of Silverstone. Good start into corps. You're barely braking for it. Stone holds on in the lead. But that is not going to be the toughest point to defend this lead. It's going to be down the hanger straight coming up. As always, Gapon's already down. And so we go then. With Luthi right in his tail. Get up the power 2 for this straight. Trying to hold on to this lead. Butter got to 27 ahead of Roberts. Fernandez into the top 12 ahead of Surin. Stone braking hard. Braking too much there. Engine braking too strong. As Lowe's making moves on his teammate up to 13th. Take it up to 14th. Oh, Casimir Dean already down to 15th. Out the points. It's the Malaysian. Stone just a couple tenths ahead of Luthi. Not seeing the wrist racer down the inside at the moment, though. Good battle for the Mark VDSs with the Malaysian down the order as we go into the village. And Verge now getting involved with his former team. Mark VDS. Rapping from the back up to 29th. Too much slide for Aintree. Goes wide, does Stone. Holds on to the lead though. Martin up to 18th. Goes through Brooklyn into Luffield, a bit wide. Oh, Luthi almost hit that. Almost. Oh, he might have. Side by side through Woodcote. It's that one for it's not the final, that. It's all Luthi again. Side by side with Stone. Let's head towards Maggots and Beckett. Stone just holds on. Luthi already on the attack. But second back now. God, he really did back out of it into Maggots and Beckett. Dix into the top 20. Good progress on his hunt for home points. It's got his own 24th batting with Ben Snyder. Looks like the Dutchman winning that battle at the moment. Bashing up to 4th head of Gardner. So we've got the Donovolts behind of Luthi and Shorten and those two. So we're up to 8th ahead of Navarro. Bound to be second best speed up. It's the Malaysian. Great job from him. It's through farm. Oh, just about flat out. Probably won't be the next step as DJ Antonio's struggling. Back for 23rd. So we're up to 10th ahead of Marini. Luthi gained back a few tenths in that third set. Short up to third ahead of Bastianini as well. They're battling hard for the podium now. Gardner getting involved. Nakashima back for 14th with Fernandez. Not much to write home about for the Red Boyo. Mark VDS men. Looking at in 14th. Stone across the line. So 4th flat head of Luthi, big gap behind those two. As Gardner leads the rest of the field now, ahead of Shirota, Bastianini, Baldassari, Surin, Marini, Navarro making a move up to 8th, and Bezecchi as well. Once again, it's Stone and Luthi at the top though. Gap around a second. Stone keeping that gap for the time being. But you know, Thomas is going to be quick in the second half of the race. Unless that Donovolt falls off a cliff again, but not sure. Shorter is falling back though, down to 5th. Ryan Baldassari, could that be bad signs for the veteran Swiss racer behind? God, you really are sliding on tiptoes around it. This Moto2 machine. Stone a bit wide for Abbey and Farm. Got Luthi right behind now. Good exit from Stone. Might hold off Luthi before Bucklands now. There's Roberts from the back up to 17th, having a ride as the American once again. Zeki up to 7th ahead of Surin. Nakashima in 14th back with Connect. Dixon up to 18th now. Stone very consistent with his 204s, but Luthi just a touch quicker with 203. Navarro rounds out the top 10 now. Slip down the order, does the Spaniard. Gets him into the second half of the race. Stone using all the curbing. Got Luthi right there. Almost up to 16th. Connect falling down the order. Martin stuck down the order in 22nd. As they're porting to the top 10, it seems like Surin's now losing a bit on his speed up. DJ Antonio definitely is down in 24th. Back with the NTS. Well, teammate Navarro is in the top 10. Kazmuddin down to 23rd now behind Berger. Sounds like the Luthi tack is coming. Held him off just. As Roberts in the points head over those. No home points for those. It's Marini up to 7th or Shirota. It's down the back straight. Ramirez up the 27th head of Spaniard. Fellow Spaniard Garzo. Stone got Luthi all over his tail. Roberts like the 14th of Virgo. My God, the American looking for a top 10 maybe from this race. Stone with a mid 204. Bit of a gap to Gardner, who's a bit ahead of Bezecchi now and Baldassari. Stone riding in the first corner. Will Luthi have a run into Maggots and Beckett's? Not quite. Just penultimate lap here around Silverstone. Long lap for these motorbikes as well. Oh, 6/10 to go. He actually built it up in that first sector. And save some fuel in this lap for the final lap of this race then. Fernandez up to 10th head of Della Porcher, finally making some moves. The Spaniard up the order. Blows back into the points head of Vergate. There's old Jake Dixon. His charge for points over. Takes Berger with him. There's Luthi back, close behind, just 2/10. As always, Luthi finally made his move. He has gone there just a second back. So Stone with the slipstream right back past the Swiss. And then runs desperately wide through Brooklands. That's it, that was the final lap here in Britain. Oh my God, the bike's all over the freaking place. Top 3 way ahead of everyone else though. That's Pasecco with the fastest lap. Once again, very strong at the end of a race. This is the Italian head of teammate Marini in the top 5. It's gone right on Stone's tail. Got a great toe from Luthi though. There's also Money Corsi down. And Canet as well as, oh my god, what is the bike doing? Can't keep it going straight at the moment. Even with the medium combo, tyres are gone. There's all Fernandez down. And Baldassari. Both battling for top 10 as Luthi has got away. Stone clinging on to second there. That's Serwin back up to 11th now. Hello, Vergate. As Luthi wins. I think Stone just gets second over Gardner. He does. Oh my god, holding on at the end. As Luthi wins by almost 2 seconds ahead of Stone, he clings on to second by just half a second ahead of Gardner. And we've got Bezzecchi, Marini rounds out the top 5. Good race once again for Sky. VR46, as we've got Bastianini, Navarro, Shirota slipped down to 8th in the end. Nakashima with a great ride up to 9th ahead of Della Porta, Verge, Serwin, Martin. Those does get home points ahead of Dijan Antonio. Where did he get 15th from? So a load of places at the end there. The Pons ran out the top 20. Dixon in last. And Roberts and Corsi didn't even finish. So in the Riders' Championship, Stone extends his lead to 45 points now ahead of Bezzecchi. With Navarro in third. Luthi, the big winner in the teams, in the Riders' Championship, should I say. Up a couple of places into the top 5 now. 6 points ahead of Marini. Fernandez down a couple. Nakashima into triple figures. Then Gardner up to 8th ahead of Baldassari with another podium for the Australian ahead of Shirota as well. Into the top 10 as Lowe slips out of there, down to 12. First we've got Serwin up to 28th ahead of Chantra and Ramirez as Verge closes the gap at the bottom now. With just 2 points from everyone else. Sky Racing Team VR46 lead by 46 points. Ahead of Liquid Molly Intact. Dynavolt up a couple places, the big winners in the Team Championship as well. Ahead of Speed Up Racing, Mark VDS down to 4th. Oakley Team Moto2, 23 points ahead of Red Bull IO and 10 behind Mark VDS now. And then looking further down, Grassini round out the top 10. Petronas Sprinter also up a couple of places ahead of NTS and American Racing.
This second place finish is an excellent result for both him and the team, giving them hope for the following races.
So not quite the race result that Stone probably wanted after leading for so long, but so turn to form now in qualifying and in the race as well. Definitely secure after that. And he can pay his team finally. Or he could maybe get the engineer now. As for research data, perfect. Well, this is that's only second best in race sim and quick lap sim though. Of course, in quick lap sim, of course, he got held up in the final sector. With that rider, he went into the pits. He dive bombed Stone into Brooklands. But then just dived into the pits after. Stone had to dive bombing back into that field. Would have got best in quick lap sim otherwise. And race sim, just 3 threaded laps. Cut slightly on the 4th lap, unfortunately. So, didn't get a maximum on those. But, let's see. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. 4 weeks until electronics is further out. Then we just concentrate on the engine. The last part of the season. As next up, it is the Gran Premio Octo di San Marino e della Riviera di Rimini. Very short title. As we've got Antonio Neto looking round the wrong rider for employment. As yeah, can we get a Rada? Cost 40,000, monthly salary 12,000. He's quite a lot more. I might rate till MotoGP. Does he do much on the engine though? He's a big improvement on the engine side. And then we've got barely anyone for the other side looking for employment. Fortunately, that's all electronics as well, that engineer. So we might as well get rid of Thomas from our shortlist. Starting opening up the gap once again then. After a down weekend around the Red Bull wing. Let's see if you can continue opening up the gap as we head towards the final third of the season. But Bezzecchi on home turf will be a force there, no doubt. So Sam for watching. We'll find out how he does next time.